Have you ever seen those ads for gift card CME, where you purchase a CME course and you get a gift card back? And they're not little gift cards like $25 or $50. Oftentimes, they're gift cards that are $500, $1,000, $1,500 back. And have you wondered, are those legitimate? Like, is that something that is allowed? Or maybe you're just learning about gift card CME for the first time and you're wondering, what is this? I want to know more. Well, stay tuned because this video is all about gift card CME. Hi, it's Michelle with the Medicine Couch. Thanks for joining me. If you like what I do, then please hit that subscribe button and share this video with colleagues who might find it interesting. All right, let's talk about CME. Well, first of all, CME is a fact of life if you are a medical provider, and PAs have a pretty big requirement. In fact, we have some of the highest CME requirements out there. PAs have to get 100 CME hours every 2 years, and 50 of those hours have to be Category 1 CME. Category 1 is anything that you get a certificate for. So these would be like programs that you buy, you go through a course, you take a test, you get the certificate, or if you attend a conference in person and get a certificate from that. And Category 1 is often expensive, but there is some pretty decent free Category 1 CME to be found online. I made a video about that previously. I'll put a link up here if you are interested in checking that out. Now, CME, I think in general, is a great thing. It helps us to kind of keep our medical knowledge fresh, helps us keep up with the latest advancements in medicine and the newest guidelines, and it also helps us become more confident in our practice, helping us to give better care and to be able to move through our appointments and our charting quicker. Now, all CME, though, is not created equal, so at the end of this, I'm going to give you a recommendation for what I think are some of the best CME out there, and it comes with gift cards. So let's talk about gift card CME. What exactly is it? Well, it seems pretty straightforward. You purchase CME and you get a gift card, but it is a little bit more nuanced than that. So normally what you see is a program that will be advertised, say, for $1,000. This is usually like an online CME course, and you can purchase it straight out for $1,000, or oftentimes they will give you a gift card option. So that means you will purchase the same CME, but you'll purchase it for like $1,500 or $2,000 or more. And then the difference between the cost of the CME and your actual purchase price, you will get back in a gift card. Usually they're a gift card for like Amazon or something like that. Now, why would you do this if you could buy the cheaper CME? Well, for those who get CME funds as part of their compensation packet, you can take the receipt for the full amount and submit it to your company. And if they reimburse you for the full amount, then the CME is paid for by the company, plus you get to keep that extra gift card money as a rebate. So this is why the question comes up, is it legitimate? Is it something that is actually allowed? The other side of a coin is, if it's allowed, is it ethical? Is it something you should be doing? So this issue was looked at by the Accreditation Council for Continuing Medical Education. They are the organization that basically oversees almost all of the continuing medical education out there. So organizations like AAPA follow the Accreditation Council's recommendations when they are certifying Category 1 CME. Now, the Accreditation Council, like I said, looked at these gift card CMEs, and they put out guidelines referring to them in January of 2022. And basically they said that yes, gift card purchases with CME are allowed as long as two stipulations are followed. The first thing is that the receipt has to be itemized. It has to clearly say the value, the cost of the CME, the value of the gift card, and then what the total cost of the purchase was. The other stipulation is something that I think will probably be a surprise to a lot of providers who have purchased these gift cards in the past, and that is that the gift card purchaser needs to be aware that that gift card is actually considered income for income tax purposes. Now, another consideration when we're talking about if they are legit and allowed is what your company's policies are. Some companies have very strict written policies about their CME, and they specifically say in their guidelines that they will not reimburse for the gift cards. So the best thing to do is to look for written policy and read through it and see if they say anything about it. If they don't specifically say anything about it, then they may or may not approve the full amount. I bet sometimes it really just depends on how closely your organization actually combs through the receipts, or if they just look to see if you have a receipt and what the total is. So if it doesn't say in writing, you might want to check with HR, or you could check around with some colleagues, or you could just take your chances and submit it. Now, the other side of the issue is the ethical considerations. And I did some research on this video before I recorded it and read some people's opinions in different forums and on Reddit. And it seems like people kind of come down into two different camps. One is that they absolutely think it's fine. Their argument is that I am purchasing something for a cost, and with that cost, I get a gift. It shouldn't matter to my company whether I get a gift or not. I have a certain amount of CME dollars, and I'm purchasing something that falls within that budget. Other people argue that CME is so expensive, and like if you go to a conference one year, you are going to be paying out of your pocket to cover all of the costs of the conference. Your CME money will likely cover the registration costs, but by the time you add in flight and hotel room, it's going to cost you $1,000, $2,000 out of your pocket. So they argue that if you buy one of these online programs one year, it just offsets the cost that you're going to have to spend to go to a conference in another year. One argument is that PAs and NPs don't get as much CME money as physicians do. That's not really fair, especially in the case of PAs when we have to get as much or sometimes more than physicians have to get for CME. So some people may feel like that this is a way to kind of level that playing field. So it's totally up to you how you feel about these gift card CMEs and what you think is fair. But just know that as far as the governing bodies are concerned, that they are allowed and legitimate. Now, the other issue is to not be swayed into purchasing CME that is not what you need or is not high quality CME just because they offer a gift card. And I told you I was going to tell you what I feel is some of the best CME out there, and that is CME for Life. This is a company that is owned and run by a PA, John Belinsky. If you've watched this channel, you know that I have promoted many of their products before. I've taken one of their online courses, and I also attended a live urgent care conference in Vegas, and I was just blown away. I think that they have some of the greatest CME. Now, they have a mix of online courses and live in-person conferences. The online courses are the ones that are available for this gift card CME, and they have many more courses beyond urgent care. So they also have emergency medicine, hospital medicine, critical care. They have a black belt EKG course. They have basic procedures in wound care. And then they also have the PANRE review course. I've not attended one of their PANRE review courses yet, but that will be happening this summer. Towards the end of June, I'll be joining them in San Antonio. And as always, I will have a review of that conference after I come back. In addition to these different courses that you can choose from, CME for Life lets you choose either an Amazon gift card or an Apple gift card. And then they have different options where they let you decide how much you want the gift card to be. I think it ranges from $500 to $2,000, I think is the max, and then it is in $500 increments in between there. So if you're curious about that CME for Life Urgent Care Conference and you want to know more about what the conference was really like, I did a review of that conference and I will post that here. They have multiple live conferences throughout the year, and then they're held in several different locations. Thank you for joining me, and as always, take care, stay sane, and I'll see you next time on the Medicine Couch. Bye.